Welcome, beautiful souls, for another channel reading. Thank you for joining us as we dive deeper into the mirror of our experiences. Please take only what resonates from the reading and lead with your discernment as you are your best guiding light alongside your higher self and/or power. Thank you to my angels, spirit guides, and glory to the Most High. Ashe, let's begin. All right, hope you guys are doing well. This is going to be for my beautiful Cancerians, the sign of Cancer. Any placements that you may have in Cancer, I would suggest that this reading will be helpful for you, okay? So today we'll be doing a Celtic or a Celtic cross, okay? And that will give us a pretty in-depth look at the things that are floating around in your mind, per se, all right? So if there's anything right now or any questions that you have, I would suggest that you think of them right now so that way we can connect to the energy, all right? So please check me over on Instagram at Donstarot, where I do a daily card or daily channel reading over there, all right? And this is, of course, for the month of May, so thank you guys for hanging in tight. It's been a little bit delayed, but don't worry. We're gonna roll some more out. Sending you guys love, light, and encouragement during this time. This Mercury retrograde has been tough. Be honest, it's been tough for myself just to move through this portal, because I like to consider Mercury retrogrades like, upgrades to our life. But specifically a lot for other people I've been witnessing as well too. A lot of family dynamics changing, some health related things within the family I've seen, So just make sure you're praying, guys. Prayer is very real, and setting positive intentions and sending out positive energy is very important during this time. Plus, you always need somebody praying for the family, right? All right, we got about 3 more cards, and we'll go ahead and get it started. Like I said, this could be sun, moon, rising, Venus, and of course, check out your other placements as well too. I've had, nothing that was in my sun, moon, rising, or Venus, and those readings resonated with me because it's also, too, guys, zodiacs are great. Astrology obviously is great, but also a lot of channel readings, which I'll probably be doing a lot more on this channel, is very specific, and I believe that attracts in the specific tribe, per se. It attracts a bit heavier, because sometimes I believe the zodiac readings kind of put us in a box a bit, because guess what, sometimes if we don't have those placements, we can but we can pass up a message that may have some great relation to us, all right? All right, I'm just gonna adjust this camera here for us. All right, awesome. So the first position we're going to take a look at is going to be the main question that you are having. Great, so we have the World card, a brilliant success, a time of joyful accomplishment and spiritual enlightenment, freedom to do whatever you want, be proud of yourself. So in the traditional tarot deck, you're going to have a Leo, a Taurus, a Scorpio, and an Aquarius. So that could be one of your signs in your other placements or somebody you're dealing with. But this is all about cycles and moving through cycles and chapters ending and new chapters beginning. So again, the traditional figure is someone moving through a wreath, per se, and they're looking back. So you may be looking a little bit back into the past, one good time before you come into this next chapter. So it's about moving forward and going into a new cycle for yourselves. And that can be very, right now we're in May, so spring, we're about a few weeks into spring, I believe. And this is all about birthing the new, right? So the winter is about reflecting into our shadows and spending time in solitude indoors, per se, physical indoors because it's a bit colder, but also spiritually indoors. So reflecting at a lot of not dark things, but again, shadow energy, right? So now it's a time for the sun to come out. So now it's time for us to bloom and take what we've learned during that shadow season and really come about and birth a new version of ourselves, a new look of ourselves, because it's the season of that. All right. So let's go ahead and see what's challenging you or what's crossing you and what may be discouraging you from moving forward into the next cycle. All right, so we have the King of Cups energy. So this is a very psychic card for me. Again, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, water signs here. So this could be an actual person that you may be on your mind that may be challenging, and you may be looking back at this person, but ships are sailing. It's moving on. I can see the ship is departing from the beach here. You could be also traveling to the beach. You could be at the beach. Right now, water could be a very sacred place for you. So trustworthy, honorable, devoted, cautious, someone you can completely trust, a situation that is safe, a solid romantic relationship, hidden but well-intentioned emotions, a charitable benefactor, seeing a counselor. So this is like another pretty intuitive card. So you may feel like your intuition is being blocked right now at the moment. You may feel that your intuition is not coming through as clearly. So I would advise to, slow down a little bit in life. Meditation would be awesome for us as well. But really learning to slow down so you can hear the messages that are always constantly coming through. I believe in the Akashic records. If you guys haven't heard of that, look it up. I believe it is a place you can go when you meditate and go through a deep transcendental type of meditation. But also I believe the Akashic records, we're living it. It's all around us, and you can have access through signs, synchronicities, and even just inside your mind. Not everything is in your head, guys. It's important to remain grounded as you do any type of psychic work, or you're looking into anything in a psychic manner. It's important to stay grounded. Literally, you can walk outside with your bare feet, and you can do meditations, reading. Anything that's going to kind of slow you down will help ground you. So that would definitely help your intuition bloom again, not be so contracted here. Next up, we're going to take a look into your subconscious. Nice, the Star. And this is like the similar figure, right? I think it is the same person here. Yes, I believe this is Archangel Jophiel, if I'm not mistaken, which is all about beauty, right? And maybe this is what we need to work on, is seeing a little bit more beauty in our lives here. But this is all about renewal. This is about seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. This is, again, about transforming, a transformative process that's here. Have faith, the future is bright. Dreams come true, positive changes that bring into challenging times, the light at the end of the tunnel. Thus, again, kind of supporting this world concept of this chapter coming to an end. And you may be bittersweet about it, but it's okay, guys, because the next chapter will hold actually what's more in alignment with your spirit. You're upgrading it. And like I said, Mercury retrograde is a time for that. So you could be going through some intense endings. And I'm picking up a relationship possibly right now, maybe romantically. But, the shoe fits wear it. Next up, we're going to go to an event that has happened in the past. All right, so I just said transformative times, and yes, transformation. So this is the Tower card. So yes, something ended. It was an upheaval of some sort. A significant life experience that requires changes to be made. Powerful and often unexpected revelations. Breaking free of procrastinations, releasing old belief systems. All right, so that's... Wow, and this is the Tower card. So in the traditional tarot deck, it's a lightning bolt striking the castle, and two figures are hopping out of the castle because the castle is now on fire and it is starting to crumble, right? But of course, like a lightning strike, it feels random for us, right? And it may have came out of nowhere, especially like during a storm, right? So again, I'm seeing an ending that may feel uncomfortable, upheaval, but again, it's starting a new beginning. It is a transformative time, right? So I like to say, maybe check the Scorpio reading as well, because I like to say Scorpios enjoy, not enjoy, but they definitely live for transformative times and the tower moments and the death moments that bring new beginnings, because they are often travelers. And like I said, you could be traveling right now. Maybe you consider yourself a traveler in the spirit. Maybe a lot of different life experiences, different partners, different jobs, more than most people. That's because you're ascending to a level that is going to basically require all that knowledge. It's going to require those journeys and the information that you gather for it. Live fast. Maybe it's living fast. You may feel like your life has been going quickly, and not really a time to really build stability, but you will build stability per se in some form of continuity in your life per se. Okay, so yes, this is definitely a very specific event that felt like an upheaval, and you probably weren't prepared for it energetically. Next up, we have that's on the conscious, what's in your your point of view that you're really acknowledging right now. And we have the justice. So you could be dealing with court cases right now. You could be dealing with a Libra right now. But be impartial and objective. Stand up for what you believe. Try to see all sides of a situation. You will win if your position is one of integrity. All right, so there could be a court case that is coming up right now. But just trust and believe that your highest favor is going to come out right now. Let's go ahead and actually want to draw a card right now to see exactly what's going on with this justice position in. Just a little bit more detail on what you could be dealing with possibly here. Card number 11. So this is about illumination. So something, coming to light per se. And I do believe it's definitely going in the highest form of all. So I definitely thought about marriage a little bit here. But we have here the Hierophant, which is, a religious figure here. And this also can be considered as a religious figure, but this is also the card of the Taurus. So again, you can maybe be dealing with a Taurus here, okay? But this is all about, it came out in reverse, so this is all about lack of conformity, kind of like going at the beat of your own drum, kind of repelling against a standard form of a system here and not doing things in the traditional way. Because it's beneficial for you. It's important that you go your own route and whatever spirit is asking you for, because this is a very specific journey and time for you right now. Like I said, I feel like we're going through a portal with heavy transformation, and a lot of people are coming out of this portal much differently than what they went through. Right. So this could, like I said, involve maybe even leaving behind some type of way you viewed religion, your relationship with your higher power, your God, and also even possibly a marriage here. Let's go ahead and take a look at what is here for you in your future energy. Nice. So we have the King of Wands. Motivational, aspiring, theatrical, ambitious, taking a leadership role, step into the spotlight. Public speaking, keep your eye on the big picture, communicate your vision. Don't be sensitive to criticism. All right, guys. So, yes, that last line stood out to me. It's only really you. You don't have to, and especially when you're kind of moving forward to nonconformity, you may have a lot of people opinionated on what you're doing. And that's totally fine, because let them talk, because they can't really control anything, right? But it's important to identify who it's coming from and what tone they're coming with about this, okay? So that way you'll be able to, your spirit will know, is this person coming in the right energy? And if you're not sure, ask. It'll always be revealed to you exactly what the intention of this energy that's giving you advice, okay? So it's important. I like to definitely think that it's only really us here in this realm, right? And everybody else is simply a figment of our inner subconscious. They're like archetypes of who we are, right? And life is a mirror, so you're only really seeing yourself in different bodies, right? And that maybe at different states than you may be at currently to help you along your journey. So Best believe if you're coming across something or someone, they're there specifically to teach you a lesson. Sometimes that lesson could be, difficult, right? And we may be sensitive to criticism there, but a lot of the times the lessons could be very helpful for us if we allow ourselves to tap into the space where we're ready to grow, so we can open ourselves up to any constructive criticism. So this could also be, like I said, this is like the delegator, I like to say, of the tarot deck. So they have the vision, right? They have a very strong vision. And like I said, you could have any type of, experiencing psychic flashes per se, kind of witnessing things or feeling things before they come. So like I said, this Tower card, it may have felt like an upheaval and something crazy, but something tells me that you maybe could detect or feel something getting rocky before it actually happened. Okay, like even though a lightning strike is completely random, but there has to be most likely like a storm going on, for that to even happen. So I think you maybe felt the storm. I think you just felt that lightning bolt, in a very intense way. But they usually have, the King of Wands usually has the passion. They have the vision of the project of what they want to do. They are very involved in designing the blueprint for their life, or a blueprint of some sort, and really getting others motivated, involved with their project. So they like to definitely bring people together. This is usually the person that leads the group project, right? And values everybody's role, and chimes in with a little bit of each part of the project there. Okay, so you could be going through the middle of a project that is collaborative between many people right now. So this is coming up for you, okay, that type of energy. So just embrace any leadership role that's being not handed to you, but bestowed upon you, I would like to say. I don't know why I want to use that word, but hey. Next up, we have in the position, the attitude that you're in right now. So you're becoming a little bit more decisive here, right? So this came in reverse, right? So I'll go ahead and read the upright. Being unable or unwilling to make a decision, follow your own heart rather than trying to make others happy, pretending there is no problem, over analyzing a situation. Okay, so I'm saying though that it's a time for you to make a decision now. It's time for you to move forward and get this journey going. Okay, like I said, I don't know how long ago this upheaval happened, right? I'm not here to say when you have to move, but I'm getting a feeling from spirit that is saying it's time to make a decision here. And again, I see another beach here. So you could be, I think spring break is over, but travel, summer's coming up, beach is still coming up for us here. But it's time for you to make a decision and to move forward in your environment. Because all roads are going to lead to, guys, ultimately where you need to do. Especially if you're doing it and you're consulting and you're going through some type of process, a process of how you make decisions. Like, okay, how do I feel before I make this decision? What am I scared of in the situation? What's the worst case scenario? What's the best case scenario? You can weigh a little bit. You can think about the decisions before you make them, but ultimately just make them. Don't spend too much time in a stagnant nature, okay? If life is calling you to rest at the moment, that's okay. Listen to your body, listen to your spirit, but just know when you come out of that rest zone, it's time to work. It's time to make moves, okay? So let's go ahead and see what's in your environment. Okay, yes, an ending, leaving home, ending of addictions, maybe a feeling of betrayal, right? But this is also about feeling, turning your back to a situation, seeing the silver lining and the horizon, right? Because out of every spiritual problem, there's a spiritual solution. Shout out to Wayne Dyer. But just know there's always a silver lining of any situation that you're facing here. The end of a situation that brings relief, sadness, or both. The opportunity for new happiness, a weight off your shoulders. The end of an addiction or a melodramatic reaction. Okay, so like I said, you could be moving past addictions. Again, like I said, in this world card, there's the essence of looking back a bit more, right? Or trying to complete this next cycle, right? But in this figure here, you're ready to go. You're ready to rock, and that could be the decision that you're embodying right now to move forward. So this is like external. This is basically what I could say, a look into your life. The environment is a very specific part of the reading. So you could be leaving home, like I said, some type of travel or movement here. Like I said, Mercury retrograde brings a lot of intense energy and restarts. Okay, it comes through feeling super uncomfortable through that process, but just know it's for your highest good and for your alignment. Next up, we have in the hopes and fears position. And we have the Six of Cups, right? And this is almost like the Two of Cups is a very similar look like this, but it's like older individuals here, right? So, you know, love could be on your mind, right? And we have that archangel in the back, and I believe that's the same archangel of temperance. So balance here, right? Even give and take, to say that, hey, well, my next relationship or partnership, either in business, friendship, whatever that may be, will it be balanced, right? And then also the past here, you're taking a look at the past. Children or childhood, revisiting old dreams or plans, embracing your inner child, the return of people or romances from your past, romanticizing how things used to be, right? So, you know, I see decision making here, but I also see like decision making while looking back a bit. Like it's kind of a dual energy here. I'm not gonna lie. Like, but you're still moving forward with your physical body, which is good, and you're following that spark regardless, even if you're looking back a bit with this Six of Cups energy. But this is also about generosity, I like to say as well too, as you see this this character, this boy giving another character, I believe this young girl, you know, some flowers. So you could be receiving flowers of some sort. Maybe you're revisiting, maybe you're doing something you've always wanted to do since childhood as well too. Maybe you're leaving behind something that was, you know, no longer resonates with your soul, and you're embracing back into your inner child right now. So I actually want to go ahead and actually get a clarification too, to see a little bit about what this Six of Cups energy is regarding to. Dude, again, like this looking in another direction, like wielding your sword, right? And knowing you have the power, you have the communication, you have the intellect, you know, even maybe a student here, maybe you're taking some type of class, but you're still checking out some other area here. You're still, as I see 22, you're definitely looking back just a bit here. Okay, but yes, maybe even spying a bit. It came out in reverse, so sometimes like that's my spy card. But you know, don't feel creeped out or anything, guys. People are they take a look at your life because they're interested. They miss you, and again, yeah, somebody could be, or you could be looking back at an old thing from the past and kind of checking on somebody from the past here. As I'm sure many people are, not many, but I can already feel the eyes in my personal life of people doing that, because I am going through something different. I'm changing. I'm no longer who I once was, so a lot of people are peering in, and they can feel that energetic energy of that vibration, you know, higher. All right, beautiful, a beautiful outcome card, right? So this is, outcome is not final, guys, but it's like the trajectory that you're on right now. It's essentially what you are like hoping for, right? And it's not like if your trajectory, if your energy changes, then the outcome is willing to change. But it seems like, you know, you're heading in the right direction, as we have the Sun card here for you. A time of great joy and success, brilliant epiphanies that lead to magical opportunities, plans that work out perfectly, gratitude to the divine. So right now, guys, I would say, you know, and this again, childhood here on the traditional deck, it's all about a child riding a white horse of purity, sunflowers. That could be something significant for you here as well, too. You know, the burden, releasing the burden of something that was heavy there for you, you know, and I don't know if you were going to let go of this thing or it had to kind of blow up a bit, this transformation calling for you, right? And it's calling you to take this journey, the dreamer here. You know, go after your dreams, go after the things that you truly want, right? Whatever wasn't working out before, it was for a specific reason. For a specific reason, guys. And it's important to embrace that, okay? So let me go ahead and just pull one more card and we'll go ahead and wrap up this reading for May. Okay, guys, thank you for hanging in there with me. Let's go ahead and see. Thank you, Spirit. What messages do we have today for our Cancerians? What message do you want us to take a look at to wrap this reading up? What will be beneficial? I see love there popping out. I see a sense of love, self-love, returning to childhood, going back and, maybe mothering and loving your younger self, because sometimes we grow up not really liking or loving ourselves, and that comes together as an adult. Remain flexible during this time. Know your sun is here for you to come out. Don't even debate. Don't even second guess. Don't even question. Nice. The year 91 could be significant for you, or 16. Surrender. Surrender to this change that's here for you. Very, very beautiful. Surrender. Surrender, surrender, surrender to this change here. All right, that's what Spirit wants you to know. Surrender to this next chapter of your life. I know you want to look back a bit here, and that's okay. Nothing's wrong with looking back, but at some point in time, again, you're going to have to maintain your focus on the future, maintain your focus on creation here. Seeing parenting here, again, that's something is coming up about parenting. And you're seeing the synchronistic signs of something, right? This card indicates the need to surrender your attachment to a particular situation or preferred outcome because your inability to let go is impeding your success. Desperation blocks manifestation. Therefore, the more you struggle to attract your desire, the more you push it away. By drawing this card, you are being encouraged to detach from the situation and surrender the outcome to the divine. In order to attract what you want, you must give the universe space to deliver your request. This can only be achieved by getting out of the way so that everything can unfold as it should. It isn't your job to make it happen. It is simply your job to allow it to happen. When you surrender the outcome to the divine, you let the magic flow. In order to improve your current situation, you are being asked to adjust to and harmonize with the natural rhythm and cycles of your life. Cycles that are encouraging you to let go, trust, and surrender. Make peace with your life as it is today, and appreciate what you already have. When you do what brings you joy rather than fret about the end result, divine order and timing will bring the perfect outcome your way. Affirmation: I receive the best possible outcome when I surrender to the divine. Very beautiful, guys. So just know you have help here. Sometimes we feel like we have to do things in our own strength, but just give into the flow. A lot of things I'm gonna just give you a personal example. Right now it's May 10th, right? I would like to have these readings out by the 1st of May. I'm super late, but it's teaching me, okay, well, how can I do that? It brings me back to the drawing board to know what's my portion in this, and then just to leave the rest up to Spirit. So mine is just to get my schedule under order and to have these goals and to live a schedule that supports my goals, right? But say things do happen in natural flow, I'm not going to just give up and just say, oh, screw it, forget it. Just, surrender, but just know, keep going. There's a certain flow that it's bringing you to. So I had to address things in between May 1st and, May 9th to, it was just a flow, the even flow of life. Other things were coming up that I needed my attention in my space at that time. So, I could either be mad that I wasn't doing my readings, which I felt a little, not the greatest about, but essentially I had to give into that flow and just know that I'm on divine timing. And then also next go around, it's time for me to create a schedule and support it. But things do happen, guys, so it's okay if it does, but just know the vision will be the same, and Spirit is here actively supporting you with that. All right. Thank you so much. Love and light to my beautiful Cancerians. Please like and subscribe if you like this reading, if it resonated with you. And like I said, please check me over at Donstarot on Instagram. If you're interested in a personal reading, my email is down below. You can reach me there. And the link to donations is there as well, too, which is greatly appreciated. Thank you so much, my Cancers. I will see you next time. Love and light.